Alright guys, here we are again here at Wynnum Golf Club. I'm here with Chris Pellatt here from the famous Wynnum Golf course, beat the course record video. We kind of came close. I don't even think we even did.
Even though we were shooting for the completely wrong score.
That's right.
As I was told several times by members.
That's right.
Sorry guys. Sorry Larry out there.
Imagine if we actually were cocky and we did beat it. You know,
that would have been hilarious.
The illegitimate score.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, we actually found out it was 60 around here.
That's right. So I think we were 4 under, right? Something like that?
Yeah, we got 4 under.
We might have made the cut. I don't know.
Yeah.
But look, we're here at the new chipping facility here.
Yeah, new chipping facility opened up here at Wynnum for the members. It's a great little thing. Nice large bunker to practice out of. Huge green, so there's plenty of holes to chip to.
This is near the 4th?
This is on the outside corner of the 4th hole.
Yep. It's when I first came here, I was just saying to Chris, this could be the biggest green I've seen in Brisbane. This is like
it's massive.
A North Lakes or a Pacific Harbour green on steroids. It's great. Everybody, you're going to have 20, 30 people chipping here without any issues, you know?
Yeah.
And also one thing, the best thing about this is how many chipping greens you see nowadays where the greens just horseshit.
Oh, exactly.
You know,
yeah.
They've
actually put a lot of work into this. The green staff here have made a great little facility for the members. And obviously if you're turning up for a social play, I'm pretty sure you're allowed to come and use it.
Yep.
And yeah, the green itself is great, you know.
I think this is probably a side note. A lot of people forget this, that when you pay a green fee at a course, you're an honorary member for one day. Pretty much, yeah. So if they have a tennis court or a pool or stuff like that, you might want to check with that, don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure you get use of all the facilities a member would get if you pay a full green fee for the day.
As far as I understand, yeah, you come and pay your green fee, you know, the run of the putting green, a driving range, if there's one. A lot of golf courses these days, you know, they're getting rid of the driving ranges, which is a pity. But yeah, I'm pretty sure you get pretty much all run, short of if there's like a members locker room.
Yeah.
You know, you might.
That's your true member. Yeah. All the stuff that goes on in there, you know, like you need to be a 10-year member to probably even know. The
business dealings. Yeah.
That's right.
Business.
That's right. But look, first thing we're going to do, I think you made a good idea for this. It's going to be called Rage, what was it?
Rage Monsters Quest for a Short Game.
Quest for a Short Game. So there's no timeline. This could happen in the next month or the next 10 years.
That's it.
We'll circumvent back to this video if we're both still alive in 10 years' time.
Yep.
Bit of a time capsule, we'll see what's changed.
There you go. There you go.
But I suppose I'll just say I've always struggled with chipping since I picked the game back up a few years ago, because I find the short game's the thing it's hard to pick up. You can pick up a driver after 10 years and hit it. It'll take a few swings. You'll get some sort of shot again. But I find the short game is
the short game is a lot of feel, a lot of feel, a lot of touch. There's always fundamentals in every aspect of golf. There's always fundamentals that if you start with that, it helps.
Yep.
You look on the PGA and stuff like that. Everyone swings it differently. Everyone, hits different distances. There's faders, there's drawers, there's guys that hit real big hooks, and stuff like that. But their fundamentals are almost identical across the board.
Yep.
Whether it comes down to good posture, good grip, good setup, you start at something like that, and it's very easy to then build your skills from there. There's basics like around the chipping which I'm going to share with Brian here. There's basics that you start with, and then from there you just go to the next level. You start working on things like trying to spin it more, trying to hit it lower with less spin, and all this kind of stuff. But you work from the basics and the game just becomes that much easier.
I find with myself, chipping is like the flu, and this is a negative term. When one thing starts to go wrong, I start focusing on that. I forget about other things. Before you know it, it's infected the whole area.
Yep.
And all I know, I'm just balls going everywhere. And then that's when I go to the putter from 50 metres out, and I think, well,
that's rather that poor Scotty Cameron gets a hammering from 40 yards out.
I tell you what, thank God I bought a good quality putter.
Yeah.
By now the head would have came off.
Hopefully that shaft glue's like perfect.
Side note, if you want to buy that, let me know. It's a bit banged up. But yeah, so I think my main struggle being a bigger hitter is that if I get to, for example today, I think there was the 2 short par 4s here. One I was in the bunker, the one I was short of, and I knifed my chip shot and I ended up with a 6. And everybody in my group was saying, if I only had a short game, I'd be shooting equal par. Meanwhile, a poor guy that hit a 3-wood, had 130 in, hits his next shot in, 2 putts for par.
Yeah.
And I sit there and I just go, I've got to...
What's going on?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's you see it on club days and stuff like that all the time. You get the guys that just bunt the ball, off the tee. They're 180, 200 off the tee. They can hit that 3-wood because they've got to hit it 5 times around.
That's right.
So that they can hit that 3-wood, near the green, and that to have their handicap, if they're a low handicap, they've got to chip and putt.
Yeah, that's right.
That's where you've got to make your score.
Yeah.
For your average club golfer, I'd probably say from 70 metres in is the scoring area.
Yeah.
For pros and for lower handicappers, you back it out. 100 metres in and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you can get up and down, say a third of the time from 70 metres, as a club golfer, you're doing pretty good.
Yeah.
And you're not putting too much stress on your putting.
That's right.
So,
and that's actually a good thing you say, because I'll consider sometimes just getting on the green of my chip shot a success, even though I'm 40 metres away from the pin. I've chipped it on the green, I'm still 20 metres away. And that's the issue, that I don't have confidence alone playing those shots. So if I just get on the green, I consider that a success.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, it goes back to the story where the guy with the 3-wood hits his 7-iron 5 minutes from the pin.
Yeah.
And he's got the easiest par putt in the world. And I think that's kind of, it's, lack of a better term, it's cancerous. It gets in your system and it's just kind of, you take it to the next tee.
You start to worry about it. It starts affecting your game for other things. Like you just bladed a sand iron on the last hole. You've made that bogey. You're standing on the next tee. You're not feeling that great about yourself. Yeah. It can affect your long game.
Yep.
What you basically want to do with the short game for your average club golfer is you just want to give yourself that chance. Have that putt for a par, that's not a 10-metre putt.
Yeah.
If you can get, say within 5 metres, within 10 metres, depending on your level of game, you're giving yourself that chance to make a putt.
Yeah.
And hey, every now and then, people roll those putts in.
That's right.
Yeah.
There's nothing better than a scramble. When you can scramble a par. But you're right, when you're in situations where you're only this far away from the green, the only thing that should be on your mind is birdie, par at worst. Not, I've hit a drive 300 metres, what do I do for the next 30, So,
exactly.
But look, if we're going to say we're going at the first pin.
We'll go for the second pin.
Go for the second pin.
More of a basic type chip.
So from here, basically, me personally, what I'd be doing if I was chipping the shot, I would probably, the old school me, I'd probably play a flop, because that's all I ever knew when I grew up. And I just probably, depending on where I was playing, if I was getting a lot of roll, I'd land it short, let it roll on. With greens like this, I'd probably go a bit further. But then again, it's a risk reward thing too. It would be like a 50-50 thing.
Yeah.
But and that's saying that if I got it on the green, I'd probably call that a success.
Yeah, you feel great.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
And meanwhile, if this is a short putt from here for 1, I should be doing a lot better than that.
Exactly. So, you want to feel confident over your chips and stuff like that. And for me, a situation like this, you're looking at a pin that's probably about 15 metres on the green. We're probably about 6 to 7 metres off the green. I wouldn't go a flop shot.
Yep.
This is what I'd almost call your bread and butter standard chip.
Yep.
And this is where I'll get into the fundamentals.
Yep. Right guys, so here we are here. We've just changed a bit of a camera angle here so you can see more what's going on. So Chris is just going to go through the basics so far of a drift. Just pretend I'm new.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, for a shot like this, you're looking to throw the ball probably about 7-8 metres and let it roll out another 10. I'd stick to your sandwich on this.
Okay.
It's got a good amount of bounce. If people don't really understand how the sand wedge works, and pretty much every club has bounce. If you look at your club there, you've got the angle that leads from your front edge to your back edge, and with the shaft completely perpendicular to the ground, you can actually see it rises. There's bounce there. Thank Gene Sarazen for that. He invented the sand wedge. Put a bit of solder on the back of a pitching wedge.
Oh, I didn't know. 100 years ago, people would make their own. They'd buy a club and make their own wedge. They'd be at home banging it, making loft.
Yep, they'd make their own golf clubs. They'd add solder or lead or something like that, and they'd basically build their own golf club to their game.
Imagine doing that now. I'll tell you what, you can't.
That's
anyway.
it. Yeah. So yeah, what bounce does is it stops the club from digging into the ground, and it basically helps you. You hear on the PGA Tour they say engaging the bounce. Basically, it's just using the bounce. So for a nice, simple, basic setup, you always want your feet within your shoulder. inches between my heels here. The ball playing just back of centre. What this does, it promotes a slight forward lean of the golf shaft. So you're always having a descending blow into the golf ball. With these kind of shots, you're not looking to hit down on the ball too hard, because the bounce will kick the club up.
Yep.
You don't quite get it, you'll belly it, and it goes flying over the green. Everything's probably open about 20 to 30 degrees. What that does is just, it frees your hips up a little bit.
Yep.
When you chip, you're not actually moving your hips too much, but you want that slightly open hip action to help your arms swing through.
Yep.
No resistance. You don't want any resistance through impact when you're chipping. Just to demonstrate. So just slightly back in the stance a little bit. I always grip down right to the base of the grip there. The closer you can grip to the club head, the more control you've got over it.
Yep.
If you could hit a chip holding the club down here, that'd be great.
Yep.
But it's completely impractical.
Yeah. Well, I suppose cricket, baseball, they always say if you want to make solid contact, you choke down.
Exactly.
So that's the same term in golf. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
So just choke down a little bit there. Now, for club position, I normally find if I can let that club come down and rest on my leading thigh, for me, my left-hand thigh, that gives a good amount of shaft lean, and it sets your wrists up so they're nice and flat. You don't have your left wrist scooping the ball as such, and you don't have your pressing right forward. You normally find if you hold it there, the left wrist is nice and flat. And that's all you want at impact. When you come again to impact, you basically want to impact it there, nice flat wrist, the ball goes straight up where you're aiming. Yeah, just to show it.
Very nice.
Once again, it's not a steep action into the ball.
Yeah.
But you do want that slightly descending blow.
Yeah.
Spin on the short game is your friend.
Yep.
You look at drivers and hitting irons, everything seems to be low spin these days.
Yep.
But around the green with your short game, spin is your friend. Spin brings control.
Yep.
So with that slightly descending blow, you get a good amount of backspin on the ball.
Yep.
You get that skip check.
Yep.
And then it'll roll out, depending on what club you use.
I actually find, I reckon if you're at home watching any B, C and D grade golf, when you see that in live in person or you watch it on TV, it's an intimidating shot, because I think in the back of my mind, if I don't pull that off, there's every chance I'm going to be further away from the pin where I am now.
Yeah.
And I suppose it comes with practice, doesn't it? Practice comes confidence.
A lot of feel, a lot of practice.
Yeah. And I always find when I play for high grade golfer, I love watching those shots, because it's like playing blackjack and it's getting hit off, a high card, you know what I mean? Like, it's an amazing kind of shot where a lot of us would just take the putter out here and go, yep, no, I'll get it on there.
Yeah.
Yep.
So just to show that again, you've got your feet slightly open, about 20 degrees, where you feel comfortable with your hips basically. Ball slightly back off centre, and you want the club to feel like if you rest it on your leg, it's going to rest right on your left thigh there. And all you're looking to do is just come down, fairly shallow swing path, and just clip that ball off the top of the grass.
So at contact, your arms are pretty much in line with your left leg?
Pretty much, yeah. At contact, at impact, you're pretty much at your address position again. Yeah. With these kind of shots, you're controlling the loft a lot, so you don't want to actually come in and try and de-loft a lot.
Yeah.
And have that left wrist bowed out.
Yeah.
But you also don't want to come into impact and basically shut everything down and let the club pass your wrist.
Yeah.
By having your hand slightly in front of the ball, you clip that grass nicely, you get a little bit of backspin, a little bit of control. Yeah. And it helps to control that distance.
One thing that sticks with me is when you tell me is you want to hit the ball first, right?
Yeah.
Because if you're hitting the ball first, you get in the spin. If you don't hit the ball first, you're not going to get as much spin and check. Is that right?
Yeah. Basically, if you don't hit the ball first, you're never going to be able to control the distance that ball's going to go. Yeah. You're not going to get any spin on the ball. It's just not going to work out very well.
Yeah.
see how you go, mate.
All right, cool. So, the ball's on the back.
Yep. So you want just back of centre.
Back of centre.
Have your stance open at about 20, 30 degrees.
So I'll go on here. So that's.
Yep.
Is that all right?
A little bit more if you feel comfortable.
A little bit more.
Yep.
About there.
About there.
And so I'm leaning forward.
Yeah, you want about 60% of your weight on your leading foot.
Okay. Yep.
And then it's almost just a turning of the shoulders rather than any wrist action at all. Just let the club do the work.
Okay.
You've got the loft there, so you don't have to worry about adding loft or, that's why we have 14 different clubs in our bag.
Yep.
So you just let the sand iron do its thing.
Yep.
Basically, just almost feel like you're using no wrist at all, just back and forth.
Ah.
That's okay.
Yeah. But this is not going to be pretty because it's a new.
This is the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when
I find I have everything, but then I rush everything. Yeah. I've never really gotten that slow and steady wins the race kind of thing. You know, like I don't know why I do it, but I just get to here and I just go real quick.
As a basic rule, if you can think of it as like a clock, say if you swing back to 9 o'clock, you want to finish at 9 o'clock.
Okay.
And there's no rushing getting there.
Yep.
You're letting gravity and the weight of the club do all the work.
Yep.
And just keep that wrist nice and flat. Don't let it pass your hands on the follow through. Almost feel like you're trying to keep your hands in front of that golf club. Yeah, just like that. There we go. A little bit soft.
Yep. It elevated.
Yeah, exactly. It was good contact. Just a little bit on the soft side.
Yep. So slightly open. I actually prefer being a little bit more open. I think being a bigger guy.
Yep. That,
like you said,
that helps with your hips and your arms.
Yep. Not good, but
that's just you kind of almost like reaching for the ball.
Yep.
So set up again with your club down.
Yep.
And have it resting on that left thigh again. Yep. So from there, just take your normal grip, and then all you're looking to do is on a shot like this.
Yep.
You're probably only needing to go about there.
Okay.
And so you come back to impact.
Yep.
There.
Yep.
And then when you follow through,
okay.
It's almost like you're trying to cut the ball almost.
Yep.
But it's just the hands always are leading the club face through.
Okay.
That's better. Yep. Yeah, nice clip off the ground.
Yep. A little further, but
it's not bad. It's just a little bit hard.
Yep.
See, this is where the feel comes in. This is where, over years and years and years, you understand what it takes for you to hit that ball 7 metres.
Yeah.
And what it takes to hit it 8 metres.
Yeah.
And it's almost like going up the ladder.
Yeah.
It's something that can only be found in practice, really.
Yeah. I look at this in the baseball term right now and I'm thinking, I've done 3 of these, why don't I get it yet?
Yeah.
But I figure this is going to take hundreds of these to even get mediocre confidence. Yeah. And even then, I've
got this bag of 50 golf balls. I'll come down here in an afternoon, I'll go through 4 or 5 bags.
Yeah.
Hitting 200, 300 chips.
Yeah.
Just to get that feel.
Yeah. I'm John Daly, where my practice is out there. It's weird. Like, I'll go to a range and I'll have every intention of practice. Before I know it, 100 of my balls, I've hit 75 drivers. Yeah. Because just, you get to the range, you just...
Yep.
Yeah.
Pretty close.
Yeah. But actually, good. I hit the ball first and actually, yeah.
Exactly. You can hear that clip.
Yep.
I reckon it's one of the nicest sounds in golf.
Yeah.
When you hit that chip nice and crisp, you just get that little clip.
Yeah.
And I love that sound.
It's crisp, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like hitting the sweet spot in the driver.
Yep.
Sounds so much better than the toe than the heel.
Yeah. Good action there.
Yep. I'm starting to...
It's still a little bit scoop.
Yep.
You're still trying to scoop the ball up.
Yep.
Just trust that, you've got 56 degrees on that thing.
Yep.
On that sandwich, it's going to get the ball up in the air. And you're not really looking to get the ball high into the air. This isn't a flop or anything like that. You're just letting the grooves and the loft do their thing, make that good contact with the golf ball, and just let it roll out.
Okay.
No, that's just thinking about it.
Yeah.
How good's that?
That actually felt like...
That is in the hole. Almost. Literally that lipped out.
That literally felt like I'm starting to realise now to get the ball and let the club get in and don't be afraid to kind of punch it.
Yep.
We'd be from kind of thing, well, no, get there, get the dynamic loft and scoop it out. I've got to get out of that.
That's it. It's a very hard habit to break.
Yep.
There you go.
You're right though, it is confidence. You hit one or two shots, you get that momentum.
You get that feeling.
Yep.
You understand that feeling, and when you get it, it's just something that you look for all the time.
Yep.
There you go. Listen, did you hear that?
The ball first, yeah.
Get in. That was close. But now you understand the fundamentals. Now it's just...
Oh, that was just,
That's just listening to me talk. You understand the fundamentals, you put them into action, and now this is where you're gaining that feel. Beautiful.
I'm real, actually...
Geez, they're all inside the ones that I hit.
It's amazing, He's too kind. This has been edited, there's about 100 in the bunker. It's amazing, it's kind of contagious, you start feeling it. It's like anything, you get the rhythm going.
Yeah.
I'm starting to feel it now.
Yeah.
And it's kind of, I never thought I could hit. I remember the first time you showed me this was months ago, we were here. And I went home the next day, went in the backyard and started doing it. And it's contagious once you start getting that rhythm.
Yeah.
But my God, once you don't do it and you lose it, it's so hard getting that back. And going back to the touring pro thing again, I can imagine why they hit so many balls and get blisters, because you've got to get the repetition going.
You got to get the repetition, you got to get the muscle memory. And it's just having that feeling of knowing what that club head is doing.
Yep.
Very much you can, when you feel that weight of the club in your hands, and and you feel that the ball coming off the face.
Yep.
It's just you start to learn how far you're going to hit it, where you need, do I need to take the club back here, a little bit further. It's just very much feel.
Yep.
The short game is all feel.
Yep. That's exactly, they go hand in hand.
That's it.
So look, guys, we're going to end the 56 degree one there, or the sand wedge one.
Yep. So this is what is the absolute just basic bread and butter chip. You're not looking to hit the ball high in the air because you've got a short pin. You're not really trying to hit the ball low because it's not an overly long pin. This is where chipping is kind of like changed over the last 5-6 years with your Rory McIlroys and your Jason Days and stuff. There's two concepts to chipping these days now. It's either A, which is the traditional way of getting the ball on the green as quickly as possible and letting it roll out like a putt, and that's where you get a lot of feel.
Yeah.
And that's, you use everything from a lob wedge right through to a 5-iron. And that takes a lot of practice, a lot of feel. Or these days, which is the new method, is basically you hit a 56 degree everywhere. And the thoughts behind that is you just learn to control that club.
Yeah.
Whether you've got to hit it 30 metres onto the green to get near the pin, or you've got to hit it 2 metres onto the green to get near the pin. Using that one club all the time builds up a lot more feel. So you got the traditional way and got the new school.
Yeah. I think it's the new school way must sure make you appreciate the old school way, because it's like I look at it now like, you know what, if I just have to use this one club to control it in bunkers, learn how to control it, I'd be loving that. But you're right, if they've got 5 other clubs to do it, my God, you just think like your Gary players, all those players that didn't have technology, or back then technology wasn't what it is now.
Technology was the blade.
Yeah, it was
The blade golf club.
a piece of forged metal, and it was soft. You know, like it's. And you look at it now and you think, there's a touring truck from each major company sitting around the driving range, and they can go in there and go, oh, I need you to tweak this.
Yeah.
Back then they just put it in the vise, get a mallet, and do whatever they want to do. You know, like. But yeah, guys. So that was the short game. We're probably going to get into. Let's do lob next.
You want to do the lob next?
Lob.
Yep. Excellent.
And yeah, thanks, guys.
Cool. Thanks.